Hey yo, what is up, y'all? Travis here. I am back. So, we have, I have, well, not we, I, but sure, we, why not? I have decided to do a new series on Saturdays, by the way. Not going to be every Saturday, but it'll be on Saturdays. I have decided to do just a kind of a weekly recap of me just talking about shit that happened throughout the week. Um, just like projects I didn't really fully chance to review, or songs I didn't fully chance to review. And just shit that happened. That's kind of what this is. Me talking. Y'all's if y'all's favorite shit is just me talking, obviously. But if y'all are interested, then just stay. Then sure, thank you. If you're not, then just don't watch. But no. Just kind of coming on here Saturdays and just to talk real quick about some shit. Not sure how long each episode is going to be, but just on here to talk about shit that's happening. First off, today is college football. Uh, Watching it soon, and very excited that college football is now back. I'm very excited though for that. Finally get to see finally get to see South Carolina play Sunday. So very excited now that college football is back. NFL starts Thursday. So I am very excited for all of that. I finally get to do my parlays. Finally. So yeah, here we are. Very excited for all of that. So it's been so boring for all of that shit. And just, yeah. But next, I just kind of also wanted to go through some projects that I couldn't really get throughout the week. There were a lot of projects that dropped on full this Friday of last week. There were a lot. That was stacked. It was hard to sit there and sit through all of them. I kind of dropped the bigger ones, like for example the Earl Sweatshirt, Offset, Huddy, Heftones. Yeah, but there were projects that dropped. For example, Dominique Fike dropped his project. I'm not exactly someone who cares about Dominique Fike. Dominique Fike is someone that I don't really care a whole lot for. His music is just something that I don't really gravitate towards. Just not something I care for. I kind of heard some songs from the project. It's just Dominique Fike is a project that I'm sorry, a project. Dominique Fike, he is an artist that I just don't really care for. His sound to me is just not very interesting. He is not the best vocalist, and he's not the best, artist, and he's just not someone that I'm particularly interested in. I thought the project was had some cool songs, but I don't really care for it. Just not something I particularly gravitate towards. Yeah, no, it's not mine. But hey, sure, why not? Next, but there is a project had I heard that I couldn't have a chance to have on my channel. Ghostface dropped his new project, Supreme Clientele 2. Now, if y'all don't know, Ghostface is my top 5 rappers. Look, he, just for the first time I heard Wu-Tang was probably 12 or 13, something like that. And since I've heard them, I always gravitated towards host. Um, he is just someone who has that roughness combined with the flow and the lyricism combined with all of that is just something that I gravitated towards. And seeing he drop Supreme Clientele 2 in 2025, I was like, damn, yes. Because I heard Supreme Clientele for the first time a long time ago. I think I was in high school. So yeah, so hearing that for the first time is hearing Supreme Clientele who was amazing, bro. And the project was great. The project was great. You know, he had features on there from he had Method on there, and he had some more features on there. He had Nas on there, and just hearing that hearing Supreme Clientele who was just great. Hearing it was great. Um, just hearing all of that was just really, really, really cool. And as someone who's a huge fan of his and someone who I really enjoyed, I would love, 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 love. Like, he is someone I would love to just talk to. Him, Andre 3000, would love to talk to Chad from the Deftones. Just, he is on that list. And just, and just hearing that, and hearing he dropped Supreme Clientele 2, and just hearing that, it was really cool to hear that. And the fact he still sounds great in the fact he sounds great still in 2025 was really, really interesting. So because the project he dropped before this, I think it was last year. That project he dropped last year was not that great. Because the project had some cool songs, but overall, the project was just very, yeah, no. But Supreme Clientele 2, though, oh man, a great, 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 great album. So go check it out. Seriously, go check it out. Um, for someone who's a huge fan of his, just go check it out. Go check it out. Um, and yeah, we're in. I also kind of wanted to talk about that. I kind of want to talk about stuff going on with Drake. I haven't had a chance to talk about it a whole lot. Drake is suing content creators that I think did something with not high cuss, saying they were paid to promote it and saying they helped foster the audience for the song. Like, for example, he was threatening to sue Screwface, and just felt like that was weird, man. Like, I don't know what Drake is trying here. Now it's at the point he just looks sore. He looks sore now. It's like, for the first time he sued, I was like, okay, you're suing because you think your label is forcefully not playing your songs, which there could be an argument, but now it's at the point he's just suing content creators, and it's like, dude, you look dumb, you look sore, and it's just like, as someone who was a huge fan of Drake for a long time, his albums were great, his songs were absolutely great for a long time. You just now look sore, and it's sad to see, because as someone who saw Drake go through the shit with Meek and with Pusha, and just going back and forth with high level artists, you got your shit handed to you by Kendrick. and now you're suing content creators because you think they're promoting a song. Like, you just look sore though now. You look sore, and it's just sad, bro. It is sad. Like, you would think, like, okay, like, as someone like Drake who understands the industry, because he's been in the industry since 2009. You would think by 2025 you would understand how things are, how to handle things, how to handle shit. But see, this is what happens when you're on top for a long time. Well, like Drake has been, and you have your shit handed to you by someone. Um, this is what happens. Um, and he's not sure how to handle it. Um, he kind of handled it very well with the Pusha shit because, yes, he was exposed for having a child, but it's like he could have he came back from that though, right? I don't see how you can come back from Kendrick winning and you're suing everyone. You're suing Screwface. You're suing Zeus. I think it's like Shaq. No Life Shaq. Like, you just look sore, dude. You look sore. Um, you're just mad because they were saying the song is hard. That's just what happened, and they liked the song. You hated the fact that they liked the song, and now you're suing. Like, you look sad, Drake. You look sad, and as someone who was a fan of you, it was sad to see. Um, but hey, look, when you are on the top for a long time, that's just what happens, though, right? Um, so yeah, that's just my thoughts on the whole thing. Like, you had an argument there for a while about them not playing your songs and blah blah blah. You kind of had something going there because of it, because of if it actually turned out to be true, it actually helps a lot of artists. Because he was saying like UMG was kind of like had something going on with Spotify where they wouldn't have their songs on Spotify or something. Which if that turned out to be true, then that was great. But then he started suing over the whole, just like Kendrick calling him a pedophile, um and now he's suing content creators saying they were being paid to promote the song and just all this dumb shit, dude. Like, you're just mad because you lost and they're enjoying the song. Like, that's just what happened. And look, man, just it goes back to my saying. When you're on top for so long and something happens where you're not really seen as the guy on top, you start to not know how to handle it. That's just kind of what happens. So, with that being said, that's kind of my first episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Not really sure exactly what to start out by talking about, so I kind of just chose these. There were projects that dropped that I kind of wanted to talk about, and those were kind of the projects I wanted to talk about. But y'all can comment y'all's thoughts. The whole Drake situation, the projects I talked about, and all that stuff. Y'all can comment some more stuff for me to come on here and talk about. Yeah, that's just kind of what I want to come on here and talk about for the first episode. So, not sure what to call it yet. Y'all can comment suggestions. yeah, man, that's it. So y'all comment y'all's thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Stay happy, stay blessed. Enjoy your Saturday, Labor Labor Day weekend. So stay happy, guys. Times are hard right now, and shit is going on that is crazy, but we will get through it. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned, stay happy, stay blessed, and all this great stuff. And I will see you guys soon. Goodbye.